Hello students, welcome to Daily English Homework. Let's take a look at the homework. It says, fix my 5 sentences. I have 5 sentences here. What's the problem? They're missing a word. What word are they missing? They're missing a preposition. All right, and you can see the preposition will come before which in each sentence. So you have to fix the prepositional phrase using which in each sentence. This sentence or these sentences are in the description below this video. You copy them, you put in the prepositions, post it in a new comment. I will check it. All right, that's your homework. And some of you are thinking, Robin, how do I know which preposition to put before which? Well, that's what this lesson is about. I'm going to teach you the basics. I'm not going to go into an advanced level. We're just going to keep it as big because it's a little new, little tricky grammar here. So I'm just going to go slow and look at it at a basic level. So that's your homework, and I am going to help you out a little more. These are the prepositions you need for your homework: at, in, from, to, of. Now, the order here and the order here, it's different. So you got to figure out which one of these will have at, in, from, to, of. All right. So I'm helping you out with the homework a lot. So it should not be too difficult to do this homework, but you will learn a lot by doing this homework. All right, let's get into the lesson. Now, the prepositional phrases using which is, I get a lot of questions from students about this, and so that's why I'm making this video. A few people requested this video. So I will try to make it as clear as possible. But again, this is just a basic video. We're not going to go too much into it. So what it says here, you need to know prepositions and collocation. There are many other prepositions that can be paired with which, under, during, about, over, etc. So going back here, for the homework, I gave common prepositions. I think everyone knows these prepositions: at, in, from, to, of. That's why I chose kind of easier prepositions for the homework. But keep in mind that we can make under which, during which, about which, over which. There's a lot of prepositions we can use before which. So it helps to know prepositions. If you don't know many prepositions, you're going to have a difficult time using this sentence structure. But again, I think everyone is familiar with these prepositions. The other issue is collocation. Collocation, this is where we get paired. Collocation means we have a word that often goes with another word. So they're often paired. They go together. So for example, in English, native speakers will say, I wash the dishes. So wash, dishes are often paired. That's collocation. Native speakers, I can say I clean the dishes. That makes grammatical sense. But native speakers usually don't say clean the dishes. We usually say wash the dishes. That's collocation. So you want to sound like a native speaker, use collocation. So with the sentences we're going to talk about in a moment, I'm going to show you examples. Collocation is very important. You have to know, which preposition goes with this word. And let's take a look at the first sentence. So I have a sentence here. Let's take a look. We were in a dire situation. I have dire here. I'm just going to quickly explain that. Dire means very, very, very bad situation. We were in a very bad situation. We were in a dire situation. And if you look at the purple part, now this is the collocation. I know when I'm talking about a good situation or a bad situation, I know we're always going to use this preposition in. You're in a situation. You're not on a situation. You're not at a situation. I know it's always going to be in a situation. So with that knowledge, I can create this sentence, which means the same thing, but we're using our prepositional phrase with which. So I know the situation in which we found ourselves was dire. All right. So I know this preposition will be in because of the word situation. Yes. Yes, that's how we make the sentence. You have to know this collocation to know that this preposition is in. Let's look at the next one. He spoke of politics that day. So speak, past tense, spoke. Spoke of a topic. This topic is politics. Now, there are two prepositions we could use. Spoke of, and the other one is spoke about. You speak about a topic. So there's two. I chose of. Why? Because it's my video and you have to follow the prepositions I want to work with. He spoke of politics that day. So I know when we have a topic, we're going to speak of. I know the preposition is of. So when I'm creating the which sentence here, the topic of which he spoke was politics. So I know right away it's of. Can I say the topic about which he spoke was politics? Yes, you can. There's two prepositions when you have a topic. So I could say the topic of which. I could say the topic about which. Both are okay. We're going to use speak again. Speak. Past tense spoke. I spoke at a noisy party. Okay, now it's no longer a topic. We're focusing on the location. Where did you speak? At a noisy party. And I know in English, when we're talking about a location, we always use the preposition at. Sometimes we use in for inside a building, or inside a classroom. But in this case, most locations we're gonna use at. I'm losing my voice. So I spoke at. I spoke at a convention. I spoke at a school. I spoke at the conference, or something like that. So I spoke at a noisy party. So I know that preposition is going to go with the location. So the party at which I spoke was noisy. I know it's going to be at. We drove to a town 50 kilometers away. Drove to. Drive, past tense drove. You go to, you move to, you travel to, you drive to. I know it's the preposition to. We drove to a town 50 kilometers away. The town to which we drove was 50 kilometers away. I know it's going to be to because we drive to. And the last example here, a little more difficult. We broke free from the tight chains. So you got to imagine chains or rope tying you together and you're trapped. And then, in English, we say you break free from the tight chains. So I know that. That's the preposition here is going to be from. We break free from. We could break. Maybe I'm working a 9-to-5 job and I'm very sad. I can break free from that lifestyle, but it's always break free from. So I know it's from. So the chains from which we broke free were tight. All right. So I'm going to talk about commas. Now, here, I like commas, you know, from other videos. So normally I like to put commas here and here because the situation was dire is the main sentence and we're adding some extra information. But with phrasal or prepositional phrases using which, no commas. That's the rule. We don't put commas. If you have in which, no commas. I prefer commas, but the rule is no commas. So I'm going to teach the rule. I'm going to follow the rule. No commas. If we have sentences using just which, we're going to use commas, but this video is not talking about just which. We're talking about preposition, which. These prepositional phrases, no commas. So each sentence here, I did not put a comma. And you might be thinking, well, you know, I understand this sentence, Robin, and this sentence is a little bit difficult for me to make myself. I understand that. As I told you earlier, this is a basic video, so the homework is a little bit easier. All you have to do with this homework is add the prepositions. So you got to think about what's happening, add the prepositions here, and post it in the comments below, and I'll check it. All right, that's the homework. Good luck, and I'll see you in the next video. And until then, please do your homework.